Okay, here we are, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final episode of Season 1 of the Manchester United Football Manager 2016 Career Mode. We have the run into the league season. Unfortunately, we got knocked out of the semi-final of the Champions League thanks to Real Madrid, despite winning the second leg. So the run-in looks like this. We've got Leicester at home, and then two not very easy away games with Arsenal and Southampton. We're 1 point ahead of Manchester City in second place, but we do have a game in hand. So we really need to get as many points as we can from these games to ensure that we walk out of this season the Premier League champions. It's a lot to ask for. We weren't expected to do this well this year, and I'm quite surprised as well myself. I thought top four definitely, but certainly wasn't expecting to get the league title this soon. So then again, it could still turn into a bit of a bottle job. So fingers crossed, but I'll see you at the Leicester game. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the Leicester game. We've gone for quite an attacking formation, very similar to the setup that we had against Real Madrid in the second leg. The only changes we've made, well, we've got Rooney and Depay up front, Mata central attacking midfield, he's coming for the place of Ander Herrera, Young and Yarmolenko the wide midfielders, Schweinsteiger holding defensive midfielder, Blind left back, because Luke Shaw's not quite at full fitness just yet, Jones and Smalling the centre backs, Darmian right back, and David De Gea in the goal. It's important to note actually that Man City have won another game. So they've gone 2 points ahead, but they've only got one game left. We've still got the 3. So fingers crossed we can really do some damage here against Leicester. Although it's not the easiest team. I mean, if it was based on real-world performances, we'd be struggling. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say here, calmly, I don't know what I did there, to be quite honest. Panicked. The white light was on of the camera. Went a bit wrong. Perhaps an early chance here. Ashley Young gets tackled though. Blind picks up the ball to Schweinsteiger, to Memphis. Memphis has been on absolutely phenomenal form this season for us, and I thought he was going to put a long-range banger in. Not to be on this occasion. Yarmolenko picks up the ball though, finds Rooney. Rooney now. Rooney's coming forward. Bit of time. Plays an audacious ball out wide to Yarmolenko, although he doesn't get it on the first time of asking. He does pick it up here. Plays it into the path of Memphis. Memphis out wide to Darmian. Darmian's he going to whip it in? He does whip it in. And Rooney gets the header. And it puts us 1-0 up. 4 minutes on the clock. 11th goal of the season for Rooney. I was thinking about phasing him out of the team, to be honest with you. But because of Martial's injury, I didn't really have that luxury. Very nice cross by Darmian. And good movement by Rooney to get ahead of his defender. I thought it was a header. It wasn't a header. It was on the volley. Near post. Schmeichel didn't stand much of a chance there. And we're 1-0 up. That'll put us back at the top of the table with 2 games left to play. Mata. Rooney again. Rooney has a shot right at Schmeichel this time. Okay. De Gea pumps it downfield. Wes Morgan gets the touch. Yarmolenko back to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger plays Mata through, but Huth's able to intercept it, and Leicester now come forward with pace. Mahrez runs past Schweinsteiger like he's not there, although Schweinsteiger does try and chase him down and does get the block on it in the end, but it's not enough. Vardy might have been offside, and he was. Okay, Yarmolenko picking up the ball. Only as far as the Leicester player though, and they come forward again. Oh, that's in. Oh my god, what happened there? Brilliant defending. Well, no it wasn't, because Vardy got into a very opportune position. But he couldn't make it pay. Couldn't make us pay. Okay, Mata now. Coming forward. Memphis with the ball. Surrounded by Leicester men, but he finds Darmian. Darmian now. Back to Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko gets tackled by Drinkwater. And Leicester looked like they're going to come forward again on the counter. Great ball to Albrighton, but he wasn't able to keep it in. Leicester are getting quite a few chances here in these highlights. And I'm not liking it. Gökhan Inler. Back out to Albrighton. Now Young is able to... Well, I mean, Memphis was out by himself outright. Why would you not hit it down that way instead of smashing it straight up to the Leicester players? And as a result, I thought they were about to score. I would have gone mental. Okay, Darmian now to Mata. To Rooney. Rooney fires it out to Darmian. Darmian to Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko back out to Darmian. First time cross. Rooney gets there again, but Schmeichel is able to stop Rooney getting the goal this time. Memphis has got a lot to do here. He does all his men and has a long-range shot again. I think that's going to signal Memphis coming off for me. Not had a good game. Young with a cross. Cleared. Yarmolenko looking to recycle the play. Finds Young again. Good cross to Rooney. Back stick and Rooney makes it 2-0. Very happy that I put Rooney in the starting lineup for this game. 41 minutes on the clock. Going to go for a more controlling style of play, I think, at the break as well. Got what we wanted. 2-goal advantage. Well, not advantage, but 2-goal lead. Good placement again by Rooney and buries it into the corner nicely. At the Alex Ferguson stand, we'll say. Mata to Rooney. Rooney again, 3-0. Rooney hat-trick. That's something I haven't said in a while. That's something no one said in a while, to be fair. But Rooney gets 3 goals, putting his tally for 13 goals this season. This should be a nice angle of it. Mata to Rooney. Rooney had time to turn, gets a shot in. Schmeichel maybe could have got a hand to that, but we're not going to complain. Lovely goal there, 3-0. Okay, it's half time. Rooney has been playing out of his neck. He's done tremendously. Depay's actually going to come off. Martial's going to get half a football under his belt. We're going to leave it as that for now, but I think I might bring on Bernardo Silva later in the game, probably to put him on for Mata. Well, not specifically in this game, but since I bought him. Danny Drinkwater, 3-1. Second goal of the season there. It was a good goal. You can't argue that they deserve it. I might switch it back to attacking in a bit, just because we've been under the cosh a lot more since I've gone controlling, which seems stupid, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Good finish by Drinkwater, though. It's an instant highlight. It looks like it, doesn't it? Martial to Rooney. Rooney, thought Rooney was going to put his 4th on the board there. And the referee decides to blow the whistle. Might give Leicester this last chance. That's it. 3-1 Man United win. That's probably about as good as I could have asked for there. Leicester are always a tricky team. Home game, yes. So at least we finished the season on a high note for the home game perspective anyway. Well done, lad. Good win for us. Yep, it's very pleasing and deserved, I'm going to say. Okay, so if we have a quick update on the league, it's probably going to be a bit of a longer episode, as I said, because I'm covering 3 games in it. League running, you'd expect it to be a bit more detailed. As you can see, we've gone 1 point back ahead of Manchester City. They've got 1 game left, we have 2, although they are very difficult games. We're playing 3rd place Arsenal, and let me have a look down the table here. Where is Southampton located? 13th place Southampton, but both games are away from home. So fingers crossed we can, like I said, really, I want at least 3 more points here. 4 points at a minimum, I think. But we'll have to see what happens. We're going now to the Emirates, I believe. I'll see you there. Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. A game that could potentially see us wrap up the league, although it's not going to be the easiest, certainly, as we're going to the Emirates to take on Arsenal. They've actually gone for the exact same formation as me, which, like I said in previous videos, always leaves me a little bit worried. But it's the away strategy that I'm going for this season. We've got Rooney up front by himself, purely because he just banged in a hat-trick against Leicester. Depay, Yarmolenko and Bernardo Silva, the attacking midfield trio. Schweinsteiger and Schneidling holding midfield pairing. Shaw finally coming back to the team as a left-back. Balanta and Jones, the centre-back pairing. Darmian right-back and David De Gea between the sticks. Right, now we really have to do what, Scott? What are you going to say there? Do you know? I don't think you do you? No, you didn't. We really want to get something out of this to save having all the pressure on the last game of the season. Control, yes. Structured, yes. Assertively, actually passionately, I'll go for. Come on, lads. And they barely care. Although I did do a team talk beforehand and they seem to love that. Why are we doing this colour clash? We've got a black kit, play in the black kit. Okay, Darmian with a throw in to Schneidlin. Yarmolenko finds Rooney. Rooney's going to be a little bit isolated up there today, but we do have pace around him with the likes of Memphis out left. Now Memphis, still going with the ball here. Memphis goes for a fast corner shot and Cech is able to make the save. As you can see, it's only 10 minutes in, but Arsenal have already been dominating possession as they like to do. Walcott picks up the ball outside the area to Santi Cazorla. Monreal going for a cross. Still looking for a cross. Santi Cazorla, though, is blocked. Yarmolenko now with the ball. Fires it up. Chambers is able to pick it up and bring the ball forward again, but that's the end of the highlight. Or is it? Schneiderlin gets the ball, fires it upfield. Rooney, he's got more Arsenal players around him than he'll know what to do with, but he puts it into Bernardo. Bernardo with a tame pass, only going as far as Mertesacker. Now Roland, one of Arsenal's new signings this summer, nearly sneaks one in at the near post. I think it's Diego Roland from Uruguay. Andrei Yarmolenko injured is not what we wanted to see. That is not what we wanted to see at all. Mata's going to come on here. Yarmolenko has been a fantastic signing and arguably the player of the season for us so far. So we're going to have to hope that that doesn't hurt us too much in this run-in. It's in a season full of horrible injuries for us. De Gea is forced into a save again by Alexis. Ozil with a cross. Mertesacker heads it wide. The colours are throwing me off a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Shaw goes for a headed clearance, but only as far as Cazorla. Casemiro, another signing from Arsenal. Bellerin. Good cross. De Gea is able to comfortably bring that in, though. Monreal, is he playing centre-back? No, there he goes. Sanchez. To Roland. Finds Walcott. Walcott with pace. Bloody hell has he got pace. Does Shaw. Oh, back stick. Oh, thank God. Bernardo with a cross. Goes all the way through to Schneiderlin. Schweinsteiger. Mata puts it in. The substitute for Andrei Yarmolenko. 7th goal of the season. Mata with a great finish. 34 minutes played and we are 1-0 up. Schneiderlin with a blind pass to Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger thought he was going to have a shot himself, but Mata fires it into the top corner against his old keeper at Chelsea. Petr Cech, excuse me. But obviously Arsenal are now going to come forward all guns blazing. All gunners blazing, some would say. I mean, Arsenal, based on their team, probably should have finished higher than us this season, so that's going to wrangle Arsene Wenger slightly. In what could be his last season, we don't know. He might retire after this. Okay. Mata with a corner. And now Roland's going to come forward with his pace, because he's pacey as well. Because Arsenal don't buy slow players unless they're Per Mertesacker. Roland's got lots of options here. Alexis to Ozil. Ozil's offside. I thought that was onside, to be honest with you. I thought we'd just been dragged back, clawed back. But still not too late in this half. Well, Schweinsteiger went through the back of him in the penalty area. Not much more to say than that, is there? No yellow card, but fortunately I guess we were able to keep him on the pitch. But it's a goal for Arsenal here. They're not going to miss the penalty. You don't see penalties really missed on this game. There you go, Cazorla buries it. 1-1. All that good work we did to get us 1-0 in the lead is thrown away by Schweinsteiger making a silly decision on the edge of the area. I'm sure it was a lovely penalty. The hair went the right way just about 3 seconds after the ball was kicked. Shame. Yeah, like I said, I would probably have taken a draw if you asked me at the beginning of the game, but as we were 1-0 up, it's always a bit difficult to swallow. I'm putting Depay up front and I'm going to bring Rooney off for Martial to play out left. I'm far from pleased. Matteo Darmian looks stressed, everyone else is fired up. Trying to pump the ball into the box, not particularly a pretty style, but I'm thinking if we try and do that, Depay might be able to run through, because we've got Per Mertesacker centre-back. I'm just thinking that's one way that we can try and exploit them. De Gea lumps it down. Shaw gets the ball, finds Memphis. Memphis now. Bernardo. Just gets wiped out by Santi. Santi Cazorla has never made a tackle in his life. We get the ball back. Bernardo, out wide to Mata. Mata finds it back to Bernardo. Bernardo nearly makes it 2-1. Bernardo with the ball. Pumps it down to Memphis, and this is what I was talking about, but Memphis gets clawed back really, really easily, so what was the point? He was clean through and gets clawed back. Sanchez has been injured for the last half hour, still on the pitch. Another corner for Arsenal. Another dangerous moment where Mertesacker nearly buries it. Last 10 minutes of the game, we've got a throw, and I was going to make a substitution, but I'll hold on for 1 second. Schweinsteiger all the way back to De Gea. Memphis gets the ball to Mata. To Bernardo. Coming forward with pace again. Memphis gets tackled, but Bernardo picks up, but tackled again. And it's just a bit piggledy. A little bit piggledy. And Jones just gives the ball to Roland. And Arsenal come forward. I thought they were going to score. Okay, right. Here's substitution time. What do I want to do? Carrick for Schweinsteiger, I think. What? He looked like he body checked Darmian into a different zip code. Zip code? We're not in America. Postcode. Memphis has had a stinker since I've put him up there and changed the tactics, but it's running down the clock. 28 shots Arsenal have had. That's quite incredible. We've had 5. And Arsenal's goal didn't even come from open play. Schneiderlin with the ball. Back to Jones. Finds Memphis through, and this is what I was looking for, and he has a shot. Why didn't you run with it? Mertesacker was chasing you down. You had time. Memphis tries to get the head on, and oh, he's offside. I thought Mata was going to get on the end of it. Is that going to be the last moment of the game? It is. We go to the Emirates. We get a point. The Emirates? It is the Emirates, isn't it? I was getting confused with the Etihad there. Don't be too hard on them, okay? You're unlucky tonight. Well, I think they're a bit lucky, to be honest. Memphis Depay went down to a 6.2, but I think that's probably because I was just firing balls down to him and he wasn't able to do much. But it did wear the clock down, wind the clock down even, and we're able to get out there with a point. Now, if we look at the league table here, you can see we've played the same number of games as Manchester City. Our goal difference is massively superior to them. So a draw against Southampton would see us win the league title unless Man City do like a 20-goal turnover job in their final game. So the ball's still in our court. A draw away at Arsenal, not the worst result. And like I said, they did score from a penalty, which is unfortunate. But there you go. Anyway, we'll now see you at the Southampton game, the final game of the season. Can we win the league title? Come on, get in there! Okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final game of the season. Everything hinges on this, the success of this game. With the away side, we are going to Southampton, who themselves are on a 3-game winning streak. And he said a 3-fight winning streak. Been watching too much mixed martial arts lately, but that's beside the point. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They're a mid-table team. They don't really have anything to lose in this game, which is worrying. Like I said, a draw will be enough to win us the league. We're going to have to see all the games that are going on at the same time. Fingers crossed we've got enough in the tank to push us over the finish line. The sad news is Andrei Yarmolenko has been ruled out for 4 months. Another long-term injury, unfortunately. But we're going with this formation again. Rooney up front, Depay, Mata, Bernardo Silva attacking midfield trios, Schweinsteiger and Schneiderlin defensive midfield pairing, Shaw and Darmian the left back and right back respectively. The centre-back partnership of Alvarez, Balanta and Jones with David De Gea in goal. We're really going to have to put something early on the board, I think, here for me to feel a bit more comfortable. Assertively. Okay, one person cares. That's good. We're in white again. As we would be, because Southampton are the home team. Chelsea have gone 1-0 up in their game. We've got a throw in. Bernardo Silva gets tackled. Schneiderlin gets the ball. Returning obviously to the team that we bought him from. Shaw with the early cross, and Rooney again gets there. Is that the goal that is going to win us the league title? Leading from the front is Wayne Rooney. Very similar time to his goal against Leicester, his first goal against Leicester. He'd go on to score a hat-trick in that game, of course. We'll have to see if he does that well in this time out. Early goal on the board for us. Very happy with that. Shaw very nicely crossed, and Rooney on the volley. Stecklenburg didn't have a chance. Bernardo's got a bit of time here. Mata back to Darmian. Bernardo Silva once again. Mata looks to fire a ball through to Rooney. I don't think he's going to get there, and he doesn't. Ward-Prowse with the ball. Classy to Wanyama. Ward-Prowse. To Wanmi. Back to Ward-Prowse. Shaw gets the interception. Schweinsteiger tries to knock it on, but only as far as Wanyama. Now Wanmi with the ball. Shaw again with the interception. Fires it across to Tadic. That is very reckless, but makes up for atones for his earlier mistake and gets the interception again. I'm trying to look for the Man City fixture. They're still 0-0 against West Ham. They need to win. Rooney gets played through and nearly scores again, forcing a save from Stecklenburg. And Jose Fonte brings down a Man United player in the penalty area. Rooney's going to be taking this, I don't doubt, and he has placed the ball. I said in the last game that you don't often see penalties missed. Let this not be one of those occasions. Rooney steps back. And he fires it down the centre. Never in doubt. We go 2-0 up. 15th goal of the season for Wayne Rooney, who's come into a bit of late season form here. Rockets the ball down the centre. Stecklenburg took a guess. It wasn't correct. Oh, bloody hell, nearly hit his foot. That was a bit ropey, wasn't it? Anyway, I'll take it. Went in. Instant replay, though. Or highlight, not replay. Because an instant replay would make sense. Ward-Prowse. Ball to Wanmi. That was not bad. Balanta's able to intercept, though. To De Gea. Mata with a header on to Rooney. Rooney looks like he's got a bit of pep in his step here. Although that was ambitious, but he still gets there. Rooney out left now. Plays it back into Memphis. Memphis to Rooney. Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger outside to Shaw. Shaw takes it out left with a cross. Back stick and Bernardo Silva. 3-0. 16 minutes on the clock. Surely that will seal the title for us. That has to. That doesn't it? Please. I mean, Southampton would have to score 4 to stop us from winning the title at this point in time. I don't want to jinx it, but I don't think it's too likely. Not saying they won't score. I don't think they'll score 4. Cut to the end of the game where they've scored 4 and I'm just smashing my face off the keyboard. Rooney finds Mata. Southampton are able to cover it though. Corker to Wanmi. Tadic out left. Wanyama. Wanyama going with Schneidlin. Tadic on the ball to Ward-Prowse. Very good 1-2. To Wanmi, who forces a very good save from David De Gea. Okay, half time, 3-0. Passionately. Very pleased with the performance. Keep it up. Zivkovic is probably going to come on shortly for, I don't know, who do I want to make a substitution for? I think Memphis deserves a round of applause at some point in this game, purely because, well, I mean, when he's been off the ball, he has been crap, but he has had so many very good performances for us this season that without him, if I'm being honest with you, we wouldn't be in this position now. Southampton with the corner, goes all the way back out to Mane. Schweinsteiger gets there as an interception. Rooney now tries to turn his man and blows past him. Is this Wayne Rooney of 2004? Rooney takes it outright. Gets tackled though by Wanyama. Bernardo picks up the scraps. Back to Schneidlin. Schneidlin with a long range shot, nearly putting salt into the wound of Southampton by scoring it from a distance, but it wasn't to be. Now he chases down the ball. Fires it back to Darmian, and this is probably going to be where the highlight ends. Shaw with the throw in to Alvarez Balanta. To Shaw. To Schweinsteiger. Memphis. Nice passing movement here by United. Schweinsteiger again. To Mata. Fires it out to Shaw. Very nice. Shaw does his man. Fires in a cross and it goes all the way through to Bernardo. 4-0. Bernardo Silva's 11th goal of the season. Just as I was singing his praises at half time, he puts another one in. And that is going to be all she wrote in this game, I think. Southampton now having to score 5. I think Stecklenburg and the defending. I mean, that was terrible. If my defence did that, I'd be going mental. I'd be going absolutely mental. Okay, let's make a couple of substitutions, I think. One Mata is going to come off for Ander Herrera. And, Martial for Depay. I know Martial's a striker, but I don't want to bring Rooney off just yet. He is the captain. He's scored 2. See if he can get another hat-trick. Schneiderlin with the tackle, but only as far as Wanyama. Bertrand out left. Ward-Prowse. Back to Corker. Classy. Finds Mane. Bertrand out left. Plays it inside to Mane again. Mane to Wanyama. Going to look for a through ball, and he does so to Ricardo Escale. That's not a name I recognise. Wanyama with a shot from distance, not troubling the keeper. We've been clinical. 8 shots, 7 on target, 4 goals. Wonderful display. Luke Shaw with 3 assists. That's a man of the match performance if I've ever seen one. All the way up to Rooney. Rooney miscontrols it, and Southampton come forward. Wanyama. Back up to Ricardo Escale. Mane. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, lovely ball to Rodriguez, and he should have scored. He should have scored. A lot of high-scoring games I'm looking. Chelsea 3-2 up against Aston Villa. Leicester 2-4 down at home to Tottenham. Virgil van Dijk offside. I'm going to bring Rooney off now. Rooney is going to be swapping with Martial, and then Rooney is coming off for Ashley Young. Rooney's going to be clapped wholeheartedly for his performance here. Early goal. 2 goals in the game. Really puts us in a dominant position from the get-go. Now, Bernardo Silva's picked up a knock. I mean, they're taking the piss, aren't they? Oh, Herrera makes it 5. The substitute for Mata buries it off the post. 6th goal of the season for Ander Herrera, who, from what I recall, had a very good game against Real Madrid. Sure, I thought he was going to get his 4th assist there. Jose Fonte headers it off Wanyama's heels, and Herrera's the first to react and puts it in off the post for a 5-0 drubbing, I think we'll say. We've had 5 clear-cut chances. Every one of them has been a goal. And that is the end of the game. That is the end of the... Leicester 4-all Tottenham. Sorry, that caught me off guard. But we have done it. A thoroughly professional job. Congratulations, boys. First season, we have defied expectations and won the Premier League title. Man City actually got a late winner against West Ham, so we needed to at very least draw this game. But a thoroughly well-played season. We only lost 2 games in the league all year. That's great. That's really good. Because we fell off the boil. We went out such an early lead, and then we were getting clawed back. We had a bit of a bad run of games. We drew a lot. We got, as you can see there, 9 drawn games, and I think 4 of them were back-to-back where the losses were as well. And we were pinned back by Man City, who took the lead, but then Man City had a little bit of a slip of their own, and it was a fight right until the finish. And with 90 points, Man United have won the league. Now, I've very much enjoyed this series so far. I hope you have as well. Let me know if you want me to continue this series down in the comments below, because I'm very much happy to do so. I'm happy to continue the Man United career and see where we can take things, and hopefully, you know, get to a Champions League final, win it better in the domestic competitions as well, and of course transfer signings, which is going to be a big bonus. I want to see the kitty that Man United are going to give me to spend. So if you do want me to continue this series, let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you haven't done so already at this point, and subscribe for more content. I've been ScottBGaming. Until next time, where we'll likely see a transfer special episode, I'll see you around. Premier League bloody champions, bring it on. That went a lot better than I thought it was going to be honest. A lot better. That's really well done, me. Us. No, me. No, me. It was good, me. Well done, me.